Boopity boop boop. It's your boy GDQ.
Millie rocking Walter Ford. It's your boy Mac 2301. It's the Activated Podcast, you bish.
And let me tell y'all something. Y'all better give her a very warm welcome and let her know she needs to become full-time. We brought someone on that we hope becomes a permanent host. It's up to her. She's a very actively active activist, a podcaster, an artist, everything. She's a entrepreneur, business owner. Yes. Oh,
Big love.
Oh, snap, Miss Bizzy Balboa. Boo!
Thank you guys for having me.
How are you?
I am great. Happy to see y'all faces.
I met Bizzy at a show, and then we've been hitting it off ever since. But Activated needed to switch it up a little bit. We need a little bit more diversity in this BZ. We need another perspective. And so, I feel like Bizzy brings a great presence and is going to be a great part of us.
First off, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, everybody. It was a wild 2020. But I hope everybody had a good holiday, blessings, got to be with your people. Shout out to everybody, prayers to anybody that's affected by coronavirus. It's real. It's not made up to turn America to a communist country because coronavirus is in every country in the world.
Right.
So, not New Zealand no more, I think, right? Because they got rid of it. But
it's mutated, bro. It mutated, bro.
Yeah, I did see that.
And it's in San Diego County too. So if you in San Diego, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
We never coming back outside.
Yeah,
I heard that it's not more deadly though. They just said it's more contagious.
But you know what? If you have 50% more spread and it's the same.
Oh yeah, it's gonna mess up
you get a lot more deaths in the same amount of time.
Exactly, because it's less medical care.
But yeah, Boop. So the best way to start off the year is Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell got their houses vandalized.
It's funny because it's one red and one blue, so it don't even matter.
And one's in San Francisco, one's in Louisville. So
yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. One is with a KKK, and one is with like the biggest pride parade in the country.
Right.
Is you know what? You still have people who was like, why did they do Nancy Pelosi? She's the one who's trying to get the bill passed, and it's just like, man, they all crooked.
Yeah,
right.
Man.
She's a puppet.
Just because she throwing some kente cloth don't mean she not a millionaire and ain't been getting all that bread and
like she ain't make. Yeah, like she didn't make 190 grand in 6 months while we down here.
I never forgive her for that kente cloth.
The kente cloth, fam.
And she kneeled. God.
I feel it, but it was like, fam, why ain't you?
She was trying to get a BET award.
Yeah. She trying to get her invite to the Essence Fest. Fucking around with this.
I feel.
Nobody believe that shit. My nigga lost his job.
Right.
My nigga lost his job. They didn't call him all kind of crispity crackety niggas and you hate America and all this shit. And now you want to.
I wonder when they even bought them. Like, y'all pull the kente scarf shot. We finna fuck them up today.
That was not them, fam. That was their assistants or their PR person. They was like, okay.
Somebody was on point with that shit.
Check your Amazon Prime card.
Yeah.
I got you.
But yeah. So
the photo op was wild, bro.
How do we wear them? Fuck.
Oh my god.
And isn't it crazy when you think about it? Like all of these people is really taking these photos for. I'm really starting to learn what political. What is that shit called? I just had a brain for
political game.
Where they do
political moves. I don't know.
No, where they do something just for show. I'm had a super brain fart. My anyway,
Publicity.
Publicity stuff.
Yeah, it's like a lot of publicity stuff.
All of it is
political publicity stuff.
That's why Nancy Pelosi sending the $2,000 check bill to the Senate was a publicity stunt, and she knew it was never going to get passed. That's exactly what it's a political move, because Mitch McConnell was never going to even let them vote.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Niggas knew what Mitch McConnell. First off, anybody seen Mitch McConnell's hands, fam? You remember that shit where he's talking about the lizard people?
Why did you have to bring it up?
I'm pretty sure it's that nigga, fam. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody right hand look like meatloaf like that nigga.
Oh my God.
Like, his ass is really mutating, fam. Like, when you look at his
you know
face.
How your throat get.
Yeah, he all like disfigured and shit. I'm like, is that an atlas on his face? This nigga look.
Men in black, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the dude, the cockroach dude? You like that nigga?
But, you know.
So, yeah. So they vandalized him. They put like a pig mask or pig face thing up.
Right. So Nancy Pelosi's was nice. It was very well done. Very good graffiti. Nice present.
Like somebody took their time.
Pig heads. Yeah, someone was very artistic with that. Mitch McConnell was a little bit
planned Kentucky. It out.
Mitch McConnell's, they spelt "where's my money" wrong. They spelt it "wers," so it's a little bit.
No, they didn't spell it wrong. That's how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I just thought about that Rick Ross song. Where's my money? I need cash.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like,
oh
my God.
That's Kentucky.
It's where's my money? So it's not as artistic.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
Yeah. And I don't. Has either of them said anything yet?
Mitch McConnell was pissed. I haven't seen.
I mean, I thought he said he was mad, but he didn't like come out and say nothing.
No, he did. He said something like, "This is an act of radical vandalism." I don't know. He did say something about it.
He did say that he wasn't intimidated by it, or him and his wife didn't feel intimidated by it, and that he knows that people are upset, and he hopes that like what he's doing doesn't, like he blew it off. Like he's upset because like they fucked up his house, but like in terms of like the message,
generic ass statements too.
Yeah,
generic.
That's what I was getting at.
He didn't write that.
Generic ass statement.
He didn't write that. All these people got PR people, fam. He didn't write that.
But I do think what was funny though is that like while we talking about Kentucky, Bernie Sanders brought it up. He was like, the 10 of the top 25 poorest counties live in Kentucky.
And they all voted for Mitch. Voted for Mitch.
Wow. So that's interesting.
The top 25 poorest counties reside in Kentucky.
Think about that, fam. People would rather be racist than help themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck they, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you rather,
You gotta give them, like, they're slick bastards, bro. Like, there's some real slick bastards. And what I mean is like, my mom doesn't know who like Mitch McConnell is. You ask like a majority of people, like the average person, they don't know who Mitch McConnell is. You know what I mean? Like, so these people are sly, bro. These people are sly bastards. And
that's very true.
And don't forget, fam, Mitch McConnell is worth like
hundreds of millions. McConnell's worth a lot of money.
I think it's like 44. I think he's like 100 mil.
Bro.
I think Nancy's like 100 mil.
No, it's like, I looked it up. It was like, I think it's like 80 mil. I think it was like 80 mil.
Yeah.
He's like the second or third richest, like, congressman, Senate position.
Well, this says like 30 million, but that doesn't include all the shit he's got stashed offshores and 30 million. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like 80 million. And like the richest one is worth like 200 million.
No, nigga, you wrong. It's Kelly Loeffler in Georgia.
I know.
She's worth 500 million.
But her stuff doesn't come from political stuff. It's all from other previous. She's shady. She's been shady.
Yeah.
Business
But
stuff.
she did, and then she became a politician, and then it like it's.
Mm.
But she was already balling. You're right. She was already rich as hell, but now she's even more rich. And that lady is a fucking robot, fam. If you ever seen Satan or like something like that, when they like talk about demons in people's eyes, she be like, he is a radical left. All he wants to do is destroy the world. They're going to take your guns and turn you into a communist. She just say all the shit. Communist, Marxist, Antifa, left. She don't even be saying shit.
Radical. That's her.
Radical left.
Radical.
Antifa, guns.
All of that.
So
they don't love kids, immigrants. I'm like, bitch, you in Georgia.
I want to ask Bizzy that. So why, like, are people in Georgia right now? Like, I don't know. Do you have family right now that are like, what are they saying about the Georgia runoff and stuff like that? Because it's a big
Most
deal.
of my family is involved in it this year more than ever. Like even my hood ass brother, I got a hood ass brother, and he be like, "Who the fuck is this nigga? I'm about to go vote his ass out tomorrow." That's how he been.
Sounds about right.
You know what's real when hood niggas gotta come across?
They've been mad. They've been invested. But many others, it's like with Georgia, I always, and they're gonna hate me for saying it, but I always speak on it. It's too many of us there, and that's all of us want to flood it. And I feel like we need to spread out more because nothing's getting accomplished. Yeah. But nothing's really getting accomplished because we're too busy arguing with each other about what we should be doing. Everybody wants to tell everybody what they should be doing. And it's so much that Black people are able to do, but at the same time, it's still restricted because Georgia, you can only do so much. It's not that much there. But
Georgia, they not fucking around.
Some people are in situations in Georgia where it's super working for them in a major way. And, they making money. Yeah, they doing it in a major way. So I think that more and more, I think that the more and more that I would have to compliment the fact that as the world has gotten so crazy, they've gotten more invested into politics and things like that. Like more and more, I've never seen it this much where they've been invested. So
2 million people already voted.
Mm-hmm.
Early.
A lot of that was my family members. Like they've been on that shit. They've been on it. My mom been picking people up, taking them with a mask on. Get in the back seat. Get in the back seat. She got her mask on, dropping them off. Like they've been getting it done. So shout out to everybody that's been putting in the work.
Really
shout out to her. Yeah, for real. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Them the real people that make a difference.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Because truth be told, people don't understand like how important this Senate runoff race is. Like, like to be truthfully honest, I never knew like what a Senate runoff was prior to the presidential election. Like in Indiana, nobody was running up against Mike Pence. It was, so you know what I'm saying? Like I never experienced that,
Right.
So, learning that like basically whoever wins this Senate controls the House.
Yes.
They control. Well, it would be 50-50.
Basically.
It would be
50-50, and Kamala gets the final vote.
And which means that which means that Mitch McConnell would no longer be the Senate majority.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll be able to. The Democratic side will be able to pass more shit because they have majority.
Which let's not give the Democrats too much credit though, because they messed a lot of things up. They had a super majority back with Obama, and they still didn't give us Medicare for all. So they dropped the ball on a lot of things. But yeah, we need it because if we don't, we're screwed. Because they're gonna do everything they can to screw Biden.
To block everything. Everything.
And then
I've been on everybody's ass about that. Like, go and vote.
And it's
I got a lot of family that's.
But it's so interesting to me that Georgia has become like this, like I mean, the most important state in the election, not only for flipping, I mean, they flipped for the president and for the Senate. So,
But
Exactly.
see, it's so many. The thing about Georgia is that like it's so racist, but at the same time, people they can agree to disagree to the point where it's starting to become wrong and right, which is what it's been needed in Georgia. It's not really about black and white. It's starting to be wrong and right. The white people are starting to be like, okay, we see this shit now. We're starting to get pissed too. You know what I mean? But it's still a slow work in progress. They still are very highly racist down there. Like whenever I drive back to my hometown, you got big ass signs where they are trying to force Christianity on you, like God sees everything, and it's still plantation stores and cotton fields and all of that down there. So
absolutely.
you know, I
Again,
think they need to just finally get angry. I've been wanting my people to get angry down there and get more into the politics and stuff like that, because they always just kind of be nonchalant, like, oh no, white people gonna do whatever they want to do anyways. That's how they talk. That's how they think.
yeah.
So they never try, but now they starting to try.
Because they see that they can actually make some shit shake,
Right.
And
Also, just real quick, shout out to Stacey Abrams in Georgia.
Shout out to Stacey.
Yeah, she helped sign up like over, I think it was like 500,000 people or something.
it was over. I know it was at least over 450,000. I remember seeing that number.
Yeah,
that's what I mean is the mobilization of people like is so wild. So you guys, Georgia had a lot of people come together. I mean, and the margins were thin, but to come up like that, the large mobilization, getting people to vote, and all the fighting back, like that's, you know what I mean? There's so much fighting back there. Like
You know what?
the governor's nuts, the secretary.
That's what they've always needed, and that's why I feel like it was such importance for Stacey to become the governor in Georgia, because Georgia is all about Southern hospitality. They respect, like somebody at Stacey type of level, she come off like your mama, your auntie, your grandmama. Everybody loves her. And to get like down there, popularity is key.
Yeah,
it's easy. So if Stacey says show up, everybody gonna show up, because they're gonna say Stacey said. You know what I mean?
Show up.
She loved like
representation matters.
Representation matters. They needed to see something like that. Like, oh snap, Mama Stacey say come, Auntie Stacey. So they gonna come.
Yeah.
That's what I mean too. She got screwed, and she was still able to mobilize a crap ton of people, like a crap ton of people.
She got almost 500,000 people registered to vote. Like she's one person. Think about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Shout out to her.
I did see a number that said there was 140,000 that registered to vote for the Senate runoff that didn't vote at all in the presidential election. So
I believe that.
That just goes to show you that the momentum is still going. Like people are still like slowly but surely, like, okay.
And it's an awakening.
Because you got people now that's like, before they used to be like, oh, my vote didn't count. I got so many people in Georgia on my Facebook where they used to be posting stuff like that. But the past presidential election, like they were all posting. They were posting their stickers. They was all in line. They was like, we waited such and such hours, or go here, it's quicker. Like they were team working. I was loving that shit, to see that.
Yeah. Now, that shit was cool.
But really quick, back to the whole vandalism thing. Do we think that y'all think it's going to keep going? Y'all think they're going to keep going after more and more Congress houses, or even take it to another level? I don't know.
No, I think that 2021 is not going to be a fun year. I think that you may see a couple more incidences. I think you'll see some people outside of their houses. I think that, yes, there is going to be some things, maybe not like that, but I think people are fed up to the point that you have enough people fed up that there's going to be more, at least fighting back in some sorts of ways. And they're going to keep fucking us. So I don't expect them to help us.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I like to be positive, I would have to agree. I feel like this year it's going to take a lot of strength for people to, be positive, because it's going to be a lot of clashing. It's going to be a lot of wars.
Yeah, and low key, like I see something Sean King put today. He was pretty much saying, like, to piggyback off what you were saying, Q, about us getting fucked. He was saying the government, the apparatus of the government is not Donald Trump, is not Mitch McConnell, is not Pelosi, is not none of that. It's the apparatus of the government was created to make profit.
Yeah.
So when you anything that's not making profit doesn't get precedence. So for example, he was talking about the rollout of the vaccine, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm like, but regardless, they talking about how it's supposed to be 20 million people vaccinated, right?
And we fell 17 million short.
Yeah, fam. It's only 2 million. Only 2 million people got vaccinated. So it's gonna take 60 years or something like that, like 60 years before everybody will be good.
If it were at that same pace.
At that pace, yeah, pretty much at that same pace. So it's crazy how like that aspect shows you if it's not money involved, that shit get on the back burner. And this is dealing with people dying and shit.
But principles in our community. Don't nothing move but the money. If the money's not moving, ain't shit else moving.
Yeah, it just shows how everything is set up. It's revealing what is really set up. You know what I'm saying? Like what the foundation is.
And and to piggyback off that, people are starting to see the government for who they really are, when we would have these radical like Republicans who would just sit there and be like, Democrats are full of shit, blah, 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 like Trump this, Trump that. And then now you see that the Republicans don't give a fuck about you either. And now they're like, oh, Mitch McConnell is this, is that. And it's just like, my guy, where have you been? Like
Trump, niggas is not fucking Trump no more. Like,
we've been saying this the entire time. Like,
that was your boy November 2nd.
Hold on. Not that many people have dumped Trump. We have a big problem with. That's a big problem. Is that there hasn't been enough people to dump Trump, bro. We have a real.
That's when it's scary. When
there was a Trump rally again to accept at the county building yesterday.
Yeah,
but that's a huge problem, though. When you refuse to accept like somebody being like a psychopath, like I actually watched a movie that it reminded me of that. Like this guy's wife turned into like a zombie, and he was like still trying to like be with her. And I was like, that is the most insane shit. Because
you know how insane you gotta be to carry
he literally can offend their entire race. He can offend their whole family. He can offend them, and they'll be like, I love Trump.
Again, you know how crazy you gotta be to keep a Trump 2020 flag in 2021 when he lost? Like,
fam, you know
my
them
neighbors.
You know them niggas weird as hell, man. Bro. You ain't never seen nobody like he just a dude, right? I mean, he was president or whatever, but like people really like would die for fam, like,
and they are.
Like up
blood
a hill,
sacrifice type.
Like up a hill, man. Like he said, do anything. Anyway. So fuck that nigga.
You in a cult?
Okay. So fuck that nigga. If y'all didn't know, also last week he told all the Republican senators or whatever the fuck to vote for the $2,000, and then the next day he vetoed it, and then he went home or went to Mar-a-Lago.
Probably went to go.
Also, I want y'all to know, since November 3rd, the president has a printed schedule, or like a schedule, like a presidential agenda.
Itinerary.
Yeah, he's had nothing on his presidential agenda since November 3rd except dinners with Mike Pence and just calls with world leaders.
And conspiracy theories running around having people tell him try to overthrow the election in whatever way possible.
Yeah, but that ain't even, he didn't. Yeah, but that's not even on his itinerary. He don't put that on his itinerary. All the other shit he put on, but that shit he don't put on it.
It sounds to me like a man that's panicking because he don't know where the hell he's gonna go.
Well, no, he know where he finna go. Jail. He know he finna go. Fam finna go to jail. So that's why
I don't know if he's gonna go to jail, bro. That will be the biggest. That will be the biggest thing ever to see Donald Trump go to jail, bro.
He's gonna be the first president to go to jail, fam, because he can't not go to jail. His kids going to jail too. Cause he going to state jail, fam. Federally, he gonna.
Bro, I've seen enough stuff to know it is not that easy. It is not, fam. That a white rich president going to jail, bro.
From a black district attorney, black woman district attorney. Hell yeah. If you think
Joe Biden's gonna come, 30... Joe Biden's gonna say, no, we need to heal the nation. We need to heal the nation.
It ain't got shit to
Shut
do
up,
with
man.
Him.
Bro.
Will you shut up?
Do you understand the implications of going and putting a president in handcuffs, bro? That's the biggest ex-president, bro. It will be very difficult, bro. We can't get justice for Breonna Taylor. Like you think that Donald Trump is gonna really go to jail like a week after?
See, I'm from a place. The way that the GBI helped the police cover up all these murders in Georgia, like it's levels to this shit,
bro. It's been 4 years. This was seditious, bro. This was seditious. He's a fucking Russian puppet, bro. He's gonna go to jail.
I feel all of that. That nigga's going to jail.
You are tripping, bro.
I'm not, bro.
That is a pipe dream, just like I thought that Trump was gonna get. Bro.
And I know when black women is serious, fam. You can see it on her face.
I feel it.
She finna put that nigga in the dirt, fam.
No, she's not, because Joe Biden will go in the dirt right after, bro.
That's so federal. It's levels. It's federal, bro.
If you put Trump in jail,
Joe Biden don't really got too much.
I got a question.
That's federal, fam.
I got a question, Walter. So. Yeah. Let me get this straight. You think that he's gonna go to jail on a state level, but but he can't go to jail on a federal level.
No, he can't. Nothing can happen. Nothing has happened to him. Nothing has happened to him. He's tweeted that he murdered dropped a bomb, the third biggest bomb in the world, like a week into his presidency, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
he was
bro.
The president of the United States, fam, cannot go to jail. He's not going to be the president of the United States.
Yes, he can. If we were really about it, his ass would be in jail
already.
No,
if we were really about it.
I feel you, but that's in the Constitution, my nigga.
No, it's not in the Constitution, bro. It is not in the Constitution.
Oh, you're right. It's not. You're right.
Come on, bro. The Constitution says you could go and take your guns and you're supposed to be able to overthrow the government. That's literally, they wrote it in the Constitution.
Yeah, you're right.
Fam. Anyway, that's a topic for another day.
That's a whole nother podcast episode.
Yeah,
so right? But yeah, January 6th, they're supposed to be throwing a big protest or whatever. So
a big one, a big DT protest.
So the U.S. Constitution explains how the U.S. Constitution explains how a president can be removed from office for high crimes and misdemeanors by Congress using the impeachment process. But the Constitution is silent on whether a president can face criminal prosecution in court.
So it doesn't say that he can't go.
He can't go to court because he's the president.
That doesn't say that. It doesn't mention it. So if it doesn't mention it, then it's.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Either.
Well, that's the only reason why he didn't go to jail.
Bro, he didn't go to jail because that's how they all are, bro. And they all make millions of dollars, bro. And they all are in on it. And they all trade money. And they all don't pay taxes. And they all screw us over. And Donald Trump.
I can't argue on that one.
I think,
come on, bro.
It's a buddy system.
Come on, bro.
And I think well, not only that, it's not a buddy. It's not so much as a buddy system. It's just a giant snowball effect. If Trump goes goes to jail, shit's gonna roll downhill, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
he knows too much. He can't.
This nigga
He's
is
a
going
part
to
of
jail
too
for shit he
much.
did years ago. He going to jail for shit he did before he was the president.
if it ain't the Epstein, if he ain't going to jail for Epstein, he ain't going to jail for the shit he do.
He's not going.
Right.
Bro.
All right,
I
so
will
remember
be
today's January 3rd, y'all. Activated podcast. Remember Walter said this nigga Trump going to jail.
I think that he'll end up dead before they can even get him to a jail.
And if he go to jail, I want a shirt that say Trump ass in jail.
bro.
Yeah.
All right,
Give me
He gonna be crying forever, bro. You're gonna be hearing it. It's a problem. It's a problem. He's gonna run again probably in 2024 too, bro. So
he's gonna be in jail. He can't run like
But I do agree though with Mac that it is gonna be like a snowball effect. Like if he goes down, it's too many people in jeopardy. That's the reason why they do so much stuff and get other people involved so that they can't go down alone. And it's too risky for them to go down.
He already pardoned everybody that's in his circle. So that's why all the people, like he pardoned the Blackwater niggas, he pardoned Roger Stone. Roger Stone looked like an actual.
Yeah, I know. He was pardoning people that didn't. They barely even started their sentence.
he finna pardon. He finna pardon Muniz. Is that his name? He finna pardon Muniz. He finna pardon a couple other people. He finna pardon all his kids.